move on to the focus group agenda, we aim to complete our interview sessions within 60 minutes. There are 4 steps to conducting our interviews, and we will start by providing a brief introduction and explaining the participant information. During this stage, we will be explaining the interview process and set expectations for their participation. And following the introduction, we will inform participants about our ground rules. This step is important to ensure that everyone is aware of our guidelines, and our ground rules include be respectful of each other, everyone participates, no one dominates, and please speak one at a time so everyone can be heard, and stay on topic. Off-topic questions and discussions may be answered later or discussed after the conclusion of the activity. Also, we have decided to include icebreaker activity with 2 questions. What is your go-to drink and what is your least favorite drink? This activity will warm up participants before we begin the main interview. And for the main interview, we will allocate 40 minutes to ensure we get sufficient responses from participants. Once we believe that we have obtained enough answers, then we will conclude the session by asking them if they have any final thoughts or feedback. Moving on to research question 1, which is which platforms do Australian consumers use to find new alcoholic beverages? We have developed 4 interview questions to investigate current platforms used by Australians to discover new alcoholic beverages. Our interview questions include: can you describe your typical process for discovering new alcoholic beverages? Are there specific platforms or channels you rely on when looking for new options? And can you share the online platforms, websites, or apps that you use to explore and learn about new alcoholic beverages? What social media platforms or online communities do you find valuable for discovering and discussing new alcoholic beverage options? How do these platforms influence your decision making? And last question will be, how are you exposed to information about new alcoholic beverages? Are you more likely to try a product based on traditional advertisement or online recommendations? Our research question 2 is, what are Australian consumers' attitudes towards influencer marketing for vodka? We have found 4 interview questions to understand how Australian consumers perceive influencer marketing for vodka. The interview questions include: what do you generally think about alcohol marketing from influencers? Do you like it or dislike it? Have you seen any vodka-related influencer marketing from social media? How did you feel when you saw influencers promoting vodka on social media? Was it negative or positive? Let's suppose your favorite celebrities promote vodka. What would you feel if you see posts or promotion in celebrities' feeds? Would it impact your feeling or attitude towards influencers or the vodka product? Have you had any beliefs or perspectives towards alcohol beverages, especially vodka, after seeing the influencer posts? If not, then what is your general view of influencer marketing for alcohol beverages? If yes, is it impacting your purchase decision? Our research question 3 is, what parts of influencer marketing do Australian consumers like or dislike? We have formulated 4 interview questions to assess the likes and dislikes of Australian consumers regarding influencer marketing. The interview questions include: can you name any examples of advertisements which involved influencers that really captured your attention? And which parts did you particularly like about it? To expand it further, what are some certain aspects would you like to see more of in the general scope of said influencer marketing? What are the type of cliches or approaches seen in the influencer marketing strategies that would turn you off from a product if implemented? How do you perceive the authenticity of influencer paid promotions? Does it rub you the wrong way or does it not matter? In what way does the type of influencer used within marketing campaigns impact your opinion on the brand? And do you like or dislike seeing influencers promoting products outside their primary niche? Our final research question is, what makes for an effective influencer marketing strategy in Australia? We have created interview questions to explore the factors contributing to the effectiveness of influencer marketing strategies in Australia. The interview questions include, who are some of your favorite Australian influencers and why do you trust or resonate with their recommendation? Have you ever purchased a product or service based on Australian influencers' recommendation? If yes, what influenced your decision making? How do you engage with influencers' content? And how does this engagement influence your perception of a product or brand they are promoting? To what extent is it important to you that influencers disclose paid partnerships or sponsorship agreements from brands? Does disclosure influence your trust in their content? What type of influencer content resonates most with you when considering a purchase based on their recommendation? Why? And it is the end of the presentation. Thank you for your listening.